Hello everybody, and welcome to the first video of the 2025 growing season. I have been telling myself since September, when I found out I was pregnant and due in June, that I was going to do a very small garden this year. And then January hit and it got really cold and it started being time to start planning, and I decided that was gonna go out the window. My husband has promised he'll help me. My nephew is also really into gardening and he says he's gonna help me. So we have a whole batch of things that we're gonna be starting really soon. But today I'm actually going to be starting a little experiment. I've decided I want to start a windowsill herb garden of some kind. I just really want to have a couple of fresh herbs in the window kind of year round. So that's what we're going to be doing. Those are the first seeds that we're going to be starting. I am going to go ahead and start them in trays like I normally would, just to kind of get them going, and that way. I also just haven't found any, I don't know what I want to put them in the window. I don't know if I want to put them in like mason jars or little terracotta pots, and so this is my way to get started and decide on that later. So starting with some organic indoor potting mix. We are doing seeds inside because it is really cold out. It is 44 degrees outside today. Today's our first day above freezing in 4 days. So it's definitely early to be starting seeds, but I'm ready to get my hands dirty. So we're gonna be using this Miracle Grow organic indoor potting mix. And these trays, I will try to leave a link for them down below, but I actually got these on Amazon last year and they worked really well. And they have little, I'll show you guys later in the video, but they have like domes and places to put grow lights. So I'm gonna put those and put them in my floor over here and pray I can keep my toddler out of them. So let's get started. No, I'm going to make a giant mess. See, I'm gonna make a giant mess, but we are gonna do our best here. So I think I'm just gonna start with one tray and go from there. Oh. Perfect. Okay. All right. I'm gonna get some water. I just have this jug of water that I'm going to go ahead and wet the soil before I put the seeds in. This is good so your seeds don't get displaced after you sow them. You don't want them to get washed down or washed away from where you want them, or okay. Again, super dirty. My pants. Okay, so first thing I'm sowing is cilantro. All of these I've done before. I've tried to start them before and I haven't had the greatest luck. I always start cilantro too late in the year for it to do anything. So that's why I'm hoping doing a little indoor garden, and then maybe I can transplant it outside or something like that. How many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 different herbs that I want to do in this garden. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 things. So I can do two squares per herb. So, cilantro. A good rule of thumb is to do the seeds about as deep, twice as deep as the seed is wide. So these are obviously pretty small. So I'm just gonna basically put them in there. Oh, it's stuck to my hand. My hand is wet. And I'm gonna do 2 to 3 cilantro seeds per square. I need some more dirt. That one got kind of perfect. And this. So like I was saying, I'm due to have baby number 2 on June 8th, which is prime gardening season, especially because I'll be really pregnant like all of May, and I'm hoping to have the baby at the end of May. That's my goal because my birthday is May 27th and I want to have the baby then. Anyways, I'll be really pregnant all of May, and then I'll be postpartum all of June, and it'll be like mid-July before I'm able to like lift and do exercises again and stuff. I need to mark these or I'm gonna forget. These 2 are cilantro. Y'all are my marker. Next I'm doing thyme. So I just told myself I was gonna try to do things that were like simple, like herbs that would be really easy to harvest, and also like my husband could basically do it. But now he's telling me I need to just go ham. And my nephew's already been like, well, I will help you in the garden this year. So he wants to also use my garden to plant really spicy peppers, supposedly. This is rosemary. These are so small that I'm just like getting a few and like sprinkling them on top of the dirt. I'm not even like covering them or trying to figure out how many are. These are a little bit bigger. Okay, now we have chives. I cannot tell you how many times I've tried to grow chives unsuccessfully. Chives are gonna go in these back 2. Again, this is kind of just an experiment. I don't really know. I see a lot of this on Pinterest, like window herb gardens, and I just think it would be really great to just have like little things that I could just reach over and like grab a couple sprigs and toss them in a meal throughout the year, especially this time of year when it is freezing. This is oregano. I do have all of my winter garden stuff like kind of laid out, and I say winter garden, like some of it's winter garden, early spring garden. And this last one is basil. I thought the first one I did, what was the first one I did? Cilantro? Yeah. Basil. I just want to grow, one of my goals is to just be able to grow tons and tons and tons of basil. I just think basil is like one of the best things to have like fresh. And if you watch Jess from Roots and Refuge Farm, which I don't know if anyone who homesteads and they don't watch Jess, but if you don't, definitely check her out. But she makes basil tea in the summer. I just want to make all the basil tea. So I have a couple of like, I'm gonna start lemon basil soon, so I can hopefully like get it going and get it really nice and established inside before I move it out in like March-ish. I don't know. Okay, I have this done. I am just gonna spritz the top of this with water, and then I need to find my grow lights. I know where they are. They're in my closet, but my closet is like so full. So my little spritzing bottle. So I'm just gonna spritz the top of these and make sure that they're nice and wet. And this is the dome I was telling you about that comes with these trays. It's really nice because it has the tops for humidity, like you can close them or open them depending on how humid it is in your space. And then it has these notches that you can put your grow lights, which I'm now gonna go find. That was actually a lot easier to find than I thought it was. So I don't remember if I said this, but the Amazon package of these grow boxes, it comes with two. There's 2 boxes, and so there's 4 lights, but I'm only gonna use 1 right now. So I'm actually thinking too, because I did have a little bit of an issue last year with, which last year I started these in my closet, so there's 0 natural sun, but I had a little bit of an issue with them getting kind of leggy, specifically the ones like right down the middle. And so I'm gonna move that tray to kind of the middle right now, since it's the only thing in the tray. And then this year, I've been trying to decide where I want to do seeds this year, like my big seeds, because I do a lot of seeds. Last year, I started like over 100 starts, and then I actually sold a lot of them, and I'm not sure if I want to do that again this year because pregnant. But I have a much more mobile toddler this year, so doing that in the house is just not as practical. I feel like our barn is still so cold, so I'm not sure if I should just get like a warm light and then also maybe like a grow mat. Comment down below what you think. I have considered doing a grow mat because I think that would just help. I'm not sure. I have pretty much everything I need to start seeds this year, just needing to get like some soil, have all the seeds, so it's like money wise I could get a grow mat. I could swing that and make that justified. Okay, I'll show you guys how this works. So okay, I have the wrong set of lights in here. There is a way to only turn on 2 of the lights. I have the wrong 2 lights plugged in. So this is, voila. And then it has settings for different levels of light depending on what you want. I always just use the brightest. I think that's brightest. And then it has a timer. I'm gonna have to remember how to do the timer because I don't have the instruction booklet anymore, but it has some sort of timer that does it where the light will turn on for like 8, 12, and 18 hours, I think. And so when they were in my closet last year, I just set them for like 12 hours, 18 hours, and I didn't have to worry about them other than watering them. So there's the setup. I'm really excited. It's exciting to be in a time of year where I'm finally doing seeds. And also I went through a stage in the fall this year where I was just like, I don't even know if I'm gonna garden next year. But now I'm feeling that itch again, that January garden itch. So I'm gonna try to find a safe place for these on the floor where my toddler can't get to them. Thank you guys for watching the video. I am hoping and praying that I will have a lot more gardening, homesteading content in the next couple of weeks and months before this baby arrives. So please subscribe, follow along, comment all your advice down below. Especially let me know if you have any kind of indoor herb garden because I want all the advice on that. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.